Alright guys, welcome back. This is the third and final video in the watermarking, the basic watermarking. I showed you in the first video how to do the silhouettes, and the second video I showed you how to do your scripts and to trim them down. And in this video I'm going to show you how to actually apply it into the watermark or into the silhouette to make a silhouetted image embedded in your watermark also. I'm also going to show you how to take away unwanted edging or pixelation in your watermark. So we've got that script and that silhouette, and if you didn't see the first video, it's a rough silhouette. We spent probably a matter of less than a minute just silhouetting it real quick, but you can go ahead and clean it up. Take 5 minutes, clean up the edges, make it look really nice and really professional. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the TK family photos and we're going to outline it in white so it sticks out in our silhouette. So select, go to color range, and it automatically has separated it into what it thinks it needs. And usually in our scenario, it's going to be right. So it does have TK family photos right there selected. So we're going to go ahead and hit OK. That's what we want. And it's now made that selection. We're going to take that selection. We're going to modify it, and we're going to expand. We're going to expand it by, I usually do about 3, but we're going to do 5 pixels just to exaggerate it. And it's going to put an outline around it. Next, you're going to add a layer underneath our lettering there. Select that layer and make sure your brush is set to white, your color set to white, foreground. Go to your brush tool, and we're going to paint that layer 2 in mine. I don't know what it's called in yours, probably layer 1 or 2. But you're going to go ahead and paint it white. So if I turn off the top layer, you can see that it's painted white. You can see where it's cut out there. So now we're going to merge visible layers, and then we're going to pop up our silhouette again, and that's the effect we have. We'll do, with the same layer selected, we'll do a free transform, and we're going to move this thing to where we want it. Looks good. Now the only thing I don't like is the letters kind of blend in with the back a little bit, so what we're going to do is we're going to modify our selection, but we're going to do it in a quick mask mode. Alright, so now we can just grab our brush. Let's zoom in. We just grab our brush and we can paint on what we want to be masked or to actually fill in white here. Again, make sure we add that layer down below. And now as we fill in all these spots we want masked, alright, I think that's good. Let's check it out. Alright. Now let's go ahead and exit the quick mask. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to make all this white transparent. So you're going to go to layer, make sure that merge everything. So merge all your layers into one layer. Layer style, blending options, and bring it down. And you just got to do a little bit. And now all your white becomes transparent. Let's trim it, and you could go through and make this better and better and just keep working on it, I'm sure. But for the sake of time, yours and mine, and I don't want to waste any more of your time, we're just going to move on. So we're going to trim all of our pixels that are not needed. So left, right, top, and bottom. Cut it short. And then we're going to save this as a PSD file or a PNG file. PSD is Photoshop. Save it as a PNG. It's going to save the transparency. So we'll save it as GKFP and save. Okay, and that is the watermark created. So I'll meet you over in Lightroom and we'll apply it. Alright guys, welcome back. We're in Lightroom now. We're just going to go ahead and apply the watermark we just made to one of my own pictures, my beautiful wife and daughter taken off in our pool here. We're just going to apply the simple watermark, and then we're going to go back to Photoshop. We're going to flip that watermark from a red to a white, and we're going to apply it to a darker picture. And then you'll be able to basically make all your watermarks on your own. And if you have any other questions or you want to get more in depth, just send me a message or an email. photosbyforevertaken@gmail.com, and we'll go ahead and post those, or make another video and post it up for you. If you have any ideas for another video, go ahead and email it or get a hold of me and let me know, and we'll try to do what we can. We have a nice editing team over here, so if I don't know how to do it, we'll find out, or I'll ask someone else more seasoned than me, and I'll have them do a video. So just let us know what you want to learn how to do. Alright, let's apply this watermark. You're going to go to Export. And you're going to come down, let's call this Mommy and Baby. We're going to need a subfolder. You don't need to know all this. All you need to know for this watermark is down here where it says watermarking. You're going to click, make sure that's selected. Come in here, edit watermarks. And we're going to make sure we click on graphic, hit choose. And our watermark is right here. It's right there. You can barely see it. There it is. So it only enlarges per scale so that you can't distort it. But let's go ahead and let's apply it right there, about there. You can also adjust the size down at the bottom and the opacity however you want. You can make it barely visible. If it's just lettering, I recommend making it barely visible. If you have a little bit of imagery in it, I'd turn it up just a bit so that they can actually make out what it is. And then you can change the placement of your watermark. If you're doing a proofing, you can put it right there and make it large, turn the opacity up or down, however you want. And then it's a good proofing style. But we're going to go ahead and put it in the bottom right for no good reason, just because. We'll put it about like that. I do believe this is an 8x10 format. Save. It's going to ask us what we want to create this one as. So TK Family Black. create it. I have tons of watermarks in here. Alright, and now all we got to do is hit export, and there's our progress bar. I'll see you over at the picture. Alright guys, welcome back. Here it is, our final watermark. Let's go ahead and take a look. There it is, TK Family Photos. It came out pretty nice, I guess. You could adjust it however you want. You can make it a little bit darker, play with it however you want. But for our next step, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and invert it, make a white out of that black so it can be red, and put it on a darker picture. Alright guys, welcome back. We're in Photoshop now, and we're going to invert this from a black watermark to a white watermark. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Layers, New, we're going to add this layer. Doesn't matter what the layer is called, just add a layer. Go to your brush tool, make sure you select white as your foreground color, and we're going to paint this whole layer. Make sure you have that blank layer selected. Paint this whole layer white. Don't worry, we're not painting over our image. Our image is on a different layer. Hopefully you made sure. Otherwise you can always just hit undo or step backwards. Alright, there we are. We now have that white layer. Take that white layer, put it underneath our black watermark. There it is. Make sure your background is not selected. Go and merge visible. So this is all now one picture. Next, go to image, adjustments, invert. We now have a white watermark on a black background. So we're going to do just like we did last time for the black watermark. Go layer, layer style, blending options. After we go to blending options, you're going to take the opposite slider on the same bar, that black side on the top. We're going to pull it down. Now this one we have to go a little bit farther. We have some black outlining still. It's actually not totally black. It's on a grayscale. So we're going to just go down until that whole outline is gone. And you might have to go almost all the way over. The good thing is that white's going to stay. And I think that's going to be good. Click OK. If you want to check this to see how it does look, it's real simple. Go layer, new. You're going to add a layer, put it underneath layer, the layer that we're working on. So we have a blank layer right in the middle there. Take that blank layer, and paint it black. And it's going to show you what you have. Alright, if you want to check your lines, you can paint it a certain color. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be red. Red's just a nice neutral color for me. Alright, and then you can come into layer, layer style, blending options, and take that slider there, and you can make sure you have the right layer selected first. And we can move that slider and see how it affects. You see there's a little bit of gray here, gray here. We want to make sure all that's gone. But we don't want to go so far that we start deteriorating our watermark like that. So there you go. Once you're done, just click on that middle layer that you used for the background, delete it. Again, we're going to go to trim this down, image, trim, transparent pixels, and we're going to save it as another PNG. Here is our white watermark on a dark background. There it is. And now you should be able to create your own watermark, whether it has a background or not. You should be able to pull a silhouette from your own images, and you should be able to apply these watermarks and invert them to make them dark or light. For any more videos you want, go ahead and send me a message. We'll create it and let you know when it's there. Thanks for watching.